Let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.
Motherfuckers think this Jerry Lewis Monday. Think this toy is hot. Primo, what you giving? Go away from front, motherfuckers.
Go split the bands. Who gon' ride a classic bucket? Who gon' dodge the grave and spend $1 million on they taxes? Shit, I'm tryna dodge a case. I'm with my niggas, they still trapping. Dreams are riding foreign with my enemies and casses. I ain't fucking with them niggas. They ain't helping when it's back in. Love the smoking night or pussy bluffing nigga. I don't win. Life is just a journey. Fuck it, bitches with my chains on. Vibe all night. If the niggas hit the door wrong, down, now I ain't got no time for bitches. They all police. Those rappers when they diamonds glisten, they all is face. Listen, my time is different. They all is weak. MC when I'm rhyming different. They always sleep. Fuck 'em. I got my money off. They talk a lot of shit, but they ain't running for it. They can keep a gun, you ain't shooting what you coming for. And you ain't out the way to sit it tiny, bruh. I'm about to die. Don't trust me, bitch, cause I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Don't trust me, bitch, cause I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Don't trust me, bitch, cause I'm about to die.
It's the #1 station blazing the airwaves.
Right here, so keep it locked.
This is Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.
And back at it again, Grizz Biz, my 2 cents. I had to do it from the house today. I was a little bit touched by the weather. Thought it was going to be storming. Should have had my ass in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's Wednesday to Wednesday. We back at it. Hey, I'm so geek right now. Look who we got in the building. We got Miss Nicole.
Right.
House, a.k.a. Miss Nikki, baby. Let's give her a round of applause. Yes, sir. Such a soldier, give it up to you. Such a soldier, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing, single moms. They was talking about single moms ain't shit, but I know some single moms that is the shit. I know some single moms that hustle hard like niggas. You understand me? Let's give her another round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's your pretty face in the place to be is good enough right now. You understand me? We just want all the team members to strive and get ahead because it's hard out here for a pimp, for real. For real.
That's right.
Very single, it don't matter the way this world is going. I don't know where your sisters and comrades are.
I know.
They doing their thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they doing their thing too. Tyann, you missed Tyann. She was in rare form last week. You would have had fun. That Negro.
Oh, I watched that one. We was talking about single moms and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she was going off. She had a little bit of that act right juice. Hopefully she'll come. Oh, see, I see you got some act right juice too. Uh-huh. You girls are something else with act right juice. I got to have this. You dig what I'm saying? I got to have this. But yeah, it's been a busy month here for real. First of the year has been really off the hook as far as everything, as far as people, as far as the world, economy, everything. So each week is a different thing to talk about, you know. Some of the same stuff relates back to the same stuff, but each week is like a different twist to it, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
Basically I start off with the Trump thing, man, for real. Now I always know when it's about Trump that they had in something else too. When they had this stuff in the news, man, this stuff. But I guess what he did was 34 counts or something, whatever. And the biggest one, I think, was the paying the girl off, hush money. You know,
Ooh.
I,
Hey.
what you think? You think it's a witch hunt, or or you think it's legitimate?
I think that it probably is a witch hunt.
I think it is. I think it is because some of the stuff that he was saying and people wasn't believing him is coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? So a whole bunch of the stuff that he's said with they called him crazy, nuts, this, that, and the third, and it's coming to fruition. I believe that if they get him convicted on one of those things, no matter which it is, that's why they have so many, because a lot of it probably ain't gonna stick. So they
Right.
throwing everything that they got at him at the wall and see if it sticks.
Hmm.
And if it sticks, then that means that
They
he
gonna
can't run. Yeah, he can't run for president in 2024. So that's what I believe that is for him to go ahead and do, because he's an eyeball. Now he might have been chosen because I think, and that conspiracy for me, I think that these presidents are chosen beforehand who's going to be what. You know,
Yep.
that's what
I
I think.
It's all written down. They already know what they're gonna do, and they just finding a person to put in there and do their little bit. And I really do think they already got this set up already, written down. They just going page by page, marking off, going through the storybook, how they want it to go. That's how I
Yeah,
believe.
I believe that too. Because Trump is an eyeball, man. He says this. He says the shit that they don't think he will say. Just like for real, he was against the Republicans at one time. He was all Democrat, but back in the day, and he used to call Republicans dumb as rocks. You know, so
Right.
I think Trump is very smart for real. People might play that he dumb, but I think he plays both sides to the middle. A businessman that writes this stuff off, this and that, third off, you know, and does what he does. So he might have been
I believe
drawing.
businessman. He is a businessman. You know what I'm saying? You can't put that past him. He is a businessman. He know how to make that money though, you know?
Yeah, they talking about, well, he's had something million, so many businesses that fail. Yeah, and he had so many that success too. Every business is
That's
not going to be a success. So
that's
that's
true.
what the haters bring up. So, I mean, to me, I care, but I really don't care because on our show, you know, we always talking about what people consider conspiracy. And it's not like
Hmm.
I'm tired of talking about it, but I want to be able to have a solution to as to what's coming. And I'm
Mm.
sure you heard about the American dollar. The dollar is dead. Dead. They were saying that by the end, real soon, I ain't going to predict anything, but numerous reports have said this will be the last year for the dollar. If not a couple months, it'll be the last for the dollar. So whenever it does happen, it's going to be a shit show because
Oh yeah.
ain't nobody gonna know what to do. And I'm thinking like, what if you go to the bank and they shut down? And they give us 3 or 4 examples of banks that shut down and disguising as this and disguising it as that. But
Hmm.
if the banks close down, just imagine, nigga, if we went to the shit hit the fan tomorrow and we go to the bank and we can't use that money or we can't go to the store and buy anything. You know how crazy that's gonna be across the country?
It's gonna be like you said, a shit show. You
A
know what I'm
shit
saying? It's
show.
a shit show. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what to do now because they don't have any money. You know what I'm saying? So think about the people who have so-called money and then you can't access it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what's gonna happen then? You know, they already taking away money. I went to just today I went to go sign up to get my me and my daughter, we went to sign up to get our membership at Planet Fitness. And we was about to pay, you know, for the beginning of the membership. They was like, we don't even take cash here. I was like, what? So like they already implementing no cash. There's everything take cards. You gotta pay everything online and things like that. There's like no cash. No cash.
That's crazy.
No cash.
Plain Fitness don't pay no crack cash.
No,
Right.
don't take no cash.
Exactly.
Even this bar that I went to downtown, even the bar doesn't take cash. Now, the other parts of the bar, like there's a bowling alley inside of there, and they dude took anything. He was like, oh, I take cash app, I take anything. But the bar doesn't take cash. You need a credit card. So it's like cash is just no, you don't need no
Getting
cash.
ready to be more and more. Let me ask you, have you one of the things that they say that we need to stockpile on is gold. Do you have any gold?
Gold? Huh.
Yeah.
I wish my gold got stolen a long time from me ago.
Oh yeah.
Real jewelry, all my stuff that I had, all my real stuff, yeah, got stolen from my house years ago. So I have no actual gold. But I did hear that gold, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nope, don't
Gold,
got
silver and gold, and there was something else. But they're trying not to do that too. They don't want any of the coins that we have will be void and void. All of that. It's getting
remember
ready.
when okay, like because I mean I never really pawned anything. I never really had anything to pawn. But do you remember back, I think it was like maybe about 15 so years ago, when it was starting to be like kind of hard to like pawn stuff off, like they wasn't really giving you much when you pawn things, or they wasn't really I can't remember exactly what was happening. It was like about 10, 15 years or so ago, maybe 20. I'm old, so yeah, probably about 20 years ago when the pawning and the gold seemed to, maybe that's what they was getting ready for. Maybe that's what they was getting ready for. These 20 years ahead of us now, where the gold, where they was trying to not give people money for gold, or they wasn't even like, you don't remember that? You remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was just talking. Okay, you do remember
No,
that.
no, I do remember that. That's why I want to get to the pawn shops and start buying pieces, small pieces, and add up and have it melted down or whatever, and things
Right.
like that for backup, because we don't know what's going on. My grandmother used to tell us a long time ago before she died to save canned goods and so forth, because we're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm looking at them canned goods like, Grandma, they expired. But all the canned goods she had, they expired, Grandma. You can't eat these. But that's something that we need to start thinking about. I think about when we have storms here. Now imagine the hurricanes and stuff that people have in Florida and touch down and have nothing. Have nothing. I remember when the storms hit here and the electricity was out for almost 2 weeks in Forest Park. At least a week and a half, I remember correctly. I remember us trying to go get ice. That didn't work because there was no electric. So
Right.
you had to go far out to a place to get it and come back and put it in coolers. All the food, we had to cook it up at that point so it wouldn't spoil and rot, waste. And you just saw people outside barbecuing in the front yard, barbecuing everything they had, which reminds me, some of the basic stuff that we need to have is a generator. It would be
Okay.
a gas generator.
Right.
You need to invest in one of those. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to invest in that too. A
I
whole lot.
looked into those things like back when, what was it, 2020, like right when Corona hit real bad and everybody was going all crazy. And basically it was kind of like a repeat of like the end of the world. Remember when 2000, when it was 1999 and it was
Yeah.
going to 2000 and everybody thought the world was going to like blow up or do something crazy. And everybody ran out to like get all kind of things like generators and whatever they thought it was going to be the end of the world. Well, 2020, when the Corona hit, that's when I was like, oh man, it's going down. Like Because I always thought that I was trying to prepare me and my family for the worst. Like, what if? Like, what if things went down and it was actually like one of the movies where, let's just say zombie apocalypse or whatever. It ain't even got to be the zombie apocalypse, but the world is shut down. There ain't no electricity. Everybody's scrounging. There's no food. And, we all just out with a backpack, if you even got a backpack. So let's just go with the backpack. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay. So if it was down to a zombie apocalypse or the world's about to end or whatever, we down to the last survivors and we got to just fend for ourselves. What do you need? Okay. So you're going to need like a blanket, some batteries, a lighter, or some type of the flick thing so you can make fire, water, bandages, weapons of any kind, knives, scissors, anything like that.
Guns.
If you could get your hands on one, yes, guns. You know what I'm saying? Because people gonna go retarded if it goes down. You know what I'm saying? People gonna go retarded, and you hear about what happens to people in situations where your life is at stake. Like when the hurricanes hit, and I was watching the special or something about the hurricanes and how they were saying how the visuals of what people were explaining what was happening, and I couldn't imagine being in the water filling up, and then you gotta grab your personals that you might need, and then get to the roof, and then you up there for what, days on end, and people are fending for themselves, stealing from other older people, they stealing their food, people fighting, and people knocking people off of the roof and not saving them, letting them get swooshed underwater and dying. Like, human reactions to survival instincts is crazy. Okay, like you never know what somebody gonna do. You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared to take care of yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? And out there, and like right now, it seemed like it's kind of like that time. It's survival mode. Like it's survival mode out here. Like it's really crazy out here. Like right now.
No, it's super crazy. You said something about the water. One of the things we're gonna have to find us a survivalist or somebody that I watch like on TV on Naked and Afraid, or somebody that knows how to survive off the land. We're gonna have to have them on the show and actually have what we need to have in a to-go pack. And you said basically everything: a waterproof blanket, lighter, some type of mechanism to start fire, food, bandages. All of that stuff. Like you said,
batteries,
flashlight, a two-way radio, or AM, FM, or whatever they call it, radio, where airwaves. So it's a lot that people gonna need. Yeah, that's kind of a scary thought because we just saw so many movies. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I say compass, because I'm gonna get lost because I don't know. I'm bad with direction. I'm gonna be out there house.
Right. What if we have to go live in the woods for real?
And another thing, people need to get hip to what you can eat and cannot eat from out in the wilderness. You might be out to be living off of fruits and berries, and you picking up stuff and it could be poisonous. You don't even know what this stuff is. People ain't really been taught these things. They just they think now that whatever they need to know, they can just look it up on the internet. They keep forgetting that maybe at one point in time, it might not be an internet. These satellites and stuff, these things might go out, and we're not going to be able to be as close and connected as we are now. It's not going to go down once all that shuts down.
No, and what's scary is a lot of people don't believe that stuff is going to happen. There's so many people who want to classify everybody as a conspiracy theorist, or you a conspiracy. No, man. Pay attention to what's going on around you. It's just too many signs. It's just too many things being thrown out there for us to pick up. And a lot of people ain't picking it up because minds is like this. And their eyes is like this. They only see right here. Right there. That's all they see. Right there. That's it.
And you can't tell them people nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't even try to have a simple conversation with them to try to tell them to maybe even try to open up their ass, but it's not your job. Let them stay like that. Tunnel vision, let them stay like that.
Yeah. I just like my family and other family and friends to wake up and pay attention to it too. But you know what? We don't have the answer. So that's what I said in the beginning of the conversation. Like, it really feel crazy because we really don't have an answer as to what to do, or fall in line, or you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to hit it when it get here, deal with it when it get here, for real, and that's coming.
We had an answer. Okay, what if we had an answer? Okay, let's just go with that. What if we did have an answer to try to fix whatever problem, whichever one we talking about? Because there's several issues and several problems. So if we did have one specific answer, how or do you think that everybody will respond to that answer and follow it and do it and be like, you know what? That is the solution. We do need to do this. This will actually work. No.
It's fun. I you know what? I said I was gonna have dude on here from Donnie Young's thing, but I still ain't been able to get in touch with this dude, man. But he from Baltimore, and like I said, I've always been the same person to say, especially dealing with Negroes, that we will never be on one accord. We're always hating on each other. When I pull up social media and I pull up any of the social media, all I see is us attacking us. And I get it. I be laughing at some of that shit too, man. Some of that stuff be funny. But then I think about it like, damn, man, this is all we see. Like, I saw this girl getting her ass whooped on the Facebook today. Like, damn. And at first, I had to check myself because it was entertaining. I was at the point like rooting for the underdog, like, bitch, get up and beat that bitch ass on some of that stuff, instead of saying, hey, man, where's somebody to break this up? Who's filming this stuff? Hey, man, stop them from doing that. But we are so far gone that that's where our mind frame is, and it's hard to reel yourself in and realize that you have a problem.
Yep.
And
okay, so I feel you, and how I feel about this social media thing. One, I feel like it's getting out of hand. Okay. I feel like it's getting a little repetitive. It's only a couple of things that I may run across that I think is actually funny and original, because everybody is like, right now, it's like this copycat type of time. Everybody wants to look at me and see what I can do type of or look what I can do it better, or whatever type. And honestly, it's 2023. I've over the last couple months, I really been off of social media. Like, I just cannot, like.
Do you feel better that you've been off of social media? Do you feel like a little relief?
Yeah. Because one, I found myself, and I actually watched myself and then watched myself change, because I was like, I need to change. What I used to do is get up in the morning, and then you just be laying there, and then you just pick up your phone and go on Facebook and start laughing and checking stuff out, and then you find yourself be there for 2 hours wasting time. Now, over the last 5 years, I've noticed myself waste a lot of hours on social media doing nothing, looking at a whole bunch of other motherfuckers doing whatever they doing and shit like that, and not living my life. A lot of people are wasting their time out here, and that's what they want them to do. They want them to waste their time, wasting time looking at a bunch of bullshit. Like, why am I watching this shit? You know what I'm saying? For real. Like right now, like at this point in time, I'm like, I can't even watch it no more. I'm tired of watching it. It's really getting repetitive. I'm getting tired of seeing this shit. It's making me sick because it must be like the rays or something coming through or whatever. I don't know. I got to get off this phone, get off this computer, get off of this screen. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting my eyes and sight. And you don't even know how bad it really do affect you from watching all that bullshit.
No, you don't. We get numb to it. Like I remember when I first got on Facebook and nobody had got killed yet, but on live. But sure enough, people killing themselves on Facebook Live all the time now. The first crazy thing I saw was in another country, they had lined these people up, video, and chopped their heads off. And what'd you say? You saw that? Yeah, I'm like, what the hell did I just watch? Like,
I
man, that
watched
was
all
real.
I watched the dude bash old girl in the head and bashed her in the head until she was convulsing and then chopped her head. It was weird. Like, and I was like, and I'm thinking like, okay, now, one, why is it certain things getting flagged for whatever, but I can sit here and watch a whole head get chopped off. I can watch a whole baby come out of a vagina. I can watch people actually penetration and fucking online, like actually on and there and but this is cool. This is cool. Like it's y'all giving people too much free reign. Like take this shit back. Calm these motherfuckers down. They are wilding out here. I don't need to see all of this. I don't need to see all that. Everybody don't need everything to be told and shown. What happens to keep shit keep it a secret. Keep your mouth shut. Everybody don't need to know everything. I don't care. You know?
I think social media also ruined going out too. People don't go dance and do like they used to do anymore because well, there's still people who do, those who ain't worried about being on social media, who want to be on social media. But back in the day, you go to the club and dance and having a good time. Tyann videotaped me dancing at Cruise Inn, and it was funny. But I got to thinking about it when I'm looking at the video, like, damn, anybody and their mama could be videotaping you, and you'd have no clue as to what's going on. That made me feel some type of way, like. I laughed at it, like that was funny the way I was grooving, whatever. I was having a good time. I was in my own world.
It doesn't matter nowadays. You are getting filmed all the time. It's not even just with other people's phones or / social media. You get filmed as you walking down the street in the store, driving down the street, this and that. There's cameras everywhere. You being filmed all the time. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand you saying like you're just trying to be out and have a good time. And you don't want to have to worry about people like, you know what I'm saying, filming you and everything like that. But everybody has a phone. Everybody, you know how like back in the day before the phones came out, and maybe someone had a video camera back then the day, or taking pictures or whatever, and they're just doing them, and then they on vacation and they filming, and you might walk past, and that's the only time somebody might catch you on film. Now it's like you could get caught on film walking past anybody videos, standing in McDonald's line or at the gas station or at Kroger's or whatever like that. You could get caught on film at any time. You could be just picking your nose, minding your own business. Somebody done caught you.
That's funny because I was just gonna say that.
Right. But you know what? I agree with you about the going out part, because now I see all the concerts or all the this and the that where people gathering and have like a nice time, whatever. No one's grooving and enjoying themselves. Everybody is got their phone up. Like, what happened to just enjoying the moment and being where you're at? You don't have to get it on film. Everybody want to be the first one to get it on film, want to capture the picture, You know what I'm saying? What happened to dancing? And then there's no more dancing no more. Everybody just shaking their ass. What is
No,
this?
the new dance is twerking. It's either two girls dancing with each other or one girl twerking. What
That's
is
not
that?
dancing. That's
That's
not
not
dancing.
dancing.
It's not. It's not.
That's
And
dancing.
then, like, okay,
Oh,
they want to say like this TikTok shit or whatever is dancing, you know what I'm saying, with the choreographies, with the little arms and all this. But that's not really dancing either. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically movements. I mean, movements is dance to the rhythm and blah, 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 blah. But it's just, I don't know, it's like fake cheerleader, fake cheer. That's what it is to me. It's kind of like fake cheer, that TikTok shit and blah, 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 blah. But
I
everybody
gotta
and their
admit,
mom.
and I'm not throwing stones at nobody because doing this podcast and doing this stuff, I have to be on the social media and I have to regurgitate some of the bullshit for content because when you have good content or good dialogue or good topics, it seems like those don't get any views.
No,
You know, like
gotta be
right now,
retarded, dumb, stupid stuff for them to even put you up there, whatever like that, or whatever, whatever. You know, it sucks though. It really sucks because people that actually have a nice platform, we should be using it for the good. But they won't allow you to. They allow certain people to, but they only allow you to do it to a certain extent. And
well,
then you have the
I'm not even really talking about the powers that be just yet because they do be censoring your shit. Just like right now, my TikTok told me I couldn't be monetized the very first time I got on there. I'm like, what the hell? Now, my Facebook reels, they didn't suspended that. So is my Instagram reels. They didn't suspended that. So if you noticed, I had slowed up on posting
what?
that stuff, my monetized stuff. Oh man, they kept coming at me with the content, the COVID, everything that I'm posting. I'm like, and then it's not original content. Well, I'm thinking to myself, well, shit, everything on here has been regurgitated. How can you just single out one person when there's 50 million people doing this? So if I don't know if you noticed or not, but I had slowed up with those because now I'm getting ready to switch it up and try and do most of the reels with original content. We got enough shows that we can make clips from just the shows. So that's where I'm getting ready to get on now and do our funny stuff and stuff like that for our reels, and it is what it is. Because people for real, just like right now, we had a couple people tuning in, but they'll watch after we reposted and I share 50 million times or whatever. But this it's getting a little bit, what's the word? Mundane, maybe? Mundane? Because the information, yeah, the information and the topics is all damn near the same all the time, regurgitate. So I can see people wanting to take a break and clear their mind and come back and dip right back into it later on. I'm almost at that point, like, you know what? We might need to do something a little different. But then I'm
Right.
like, I'm right here on it too. So like we right here on. I'm gonna say, we right here on it too. So it's a matter of pushing through and getting through the new. We're coming up with something different, something, or just keep doing us. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
it just keep going. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. Maybe a little tweak here and there, maybe something a little bit different, try to see what we do, but honestly just keep doing the same thing. Everybody really pretty much doing the same thing, jumping online and having conversations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Depending on what they're talking about. They could be talking about the celebrities or, you know, or most of the time, I mean, that's what they really pretty much talking about. And I don't see what the celebrities got to do with regular people's lives and what's really going on that affect, you know, everyday people and what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was guilty of that too because it's not the celebrities that I really want to interview, like a Sugar T, the Spice one, and there's a couple like there's a guy I'm trying to have on here next week. His name is Tonio, and he sings that song Armani or whatever his last name is, and he sings that song, couple songs. Southern nigga, man. He sings. I have to bring him up, but he got a voice, a distinct voice, and his music is popping. And he's on the social media platform, and I want to link up with people like those folks who haven't really touched up here, but they have the talent and they're working and doing what they're doing, and they have good music, and that's one of them. Hopefully, we get him on here. He got some heat for real, and stay in touch with like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. So I think we doing good. The celebrity shit that I be going after though is that bull crap, and I'm a firm believer on that. And I don't care who watching, but hey man, the devil stuff, I'm not on that. And if you own that, you got hints of that or whatever, it is my business because you shouldn't be doing that crap. You shouldn't be. If you want to do that crap, you do that crap and do what you do. But when you influencing the kids and you part of that, and I know you a part of that, man, it's my job as a lover of God to say, hey, man, quit doing that stuff. I ain't judging you because God already knew what you was doing. But hey, man, quit doing that and trying to influence. Quit doing that. That ain't right. So any opportunity I see that a person is really doing that stuff or involved in that, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. And it ain't that I really want to get one of them on the show and let them be for real, and let's talk about it. Like, why did you take that ding-a-ling? Why is this man on social media talking about butt plugs? Hey man, hey man. Now they put up a picture of you on a yacht, black man in a black fur on a yacht with a whole crew of white people at your beck and call. I thought that was so gangster, but then I thought like, hey man, you had to do some crazy stuff to be able to get that picture over the years.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm laughing, but these people really do have some talent or shine about themselves, and they're using the light in the wrong way. And that's where I'm going with that. You know what I'm saying? They do have talent. We need music. Music.
Yes.
If it's without music, we would go nuts. I'm telling you, we go, or we be making up songs like them Catholics or other religions. We would do some dumb stuff, something. You gotta have music, man. Music soothes the soul and spirits you. So I'm not mad at that. I love
And I
music.
think that's why these people out here going crazy right now, because they think they actually are listening to something that is called music, and it is not music.
And it is
Okay.
not music. Exactly.
I
So
don't know what this stuff is called. I don't know what it is, but this is driving people crazy. This is why they can't. You have to understand the stuff that you listen to, the stuff that you eat, things that you consume in your body, things that you watch, hear, eat, all that stuff takes a toll on you as a person and your insides and your soul. So you need to watch those things. My dad used to tell me when I was growing up, he used to say, you need to learn how to watch TV. I didn't know what that meant until I got older and I understood what he meant by you need to learn how to watch TV. You need to learn how to watch what you are watching and what you are consuming, what you are listening to. Make sure that everything that you are watching and listening to is worth watching and listening to and is something good for you, because everything that you do, watch, hear, say, is not good for you, and it takes a toll on you.
very much so. When we was younger, being religious, my parents were on that. They was on what we was able to watch and filter come through our brains. And like you, I'm like, man, what are y'all doing? What in the heck is going on? But that training right there from back then allowed me to be able to see now, like, hey, man, did you see the symbols in this Disney movie, man? That ain't right. I know I didn't think this somewhere before. Hell no. So that's what we call the power of discernment. They planted the seeds of discernment in us as kids, and then through life, we grooming it and conditioning it, and it's happening right. It's right before our face. That's why people talk about you conspiracy theorists. No, you donut head. It's called discernment. Lil Nas X said in an interview, he said, people are dumb. This is not verbatim, but paraphrasing, that parents are stupid. He said, it's y'all that let y'all kids listen to our music, this music. He said, of course it's an agenda. He thanking the parents for allowing their kids to listen to his music. Even adults, the old town, whatever song. I didn't know that goofy ass stuff was supposed to have been weird. I'm thinking it's a country. I'm a country boy by nature, Indian. Hey, I'm going to take my, and then you're like, oh my gosh. So this fool been, when
Right.
stuff like that happens, you have no choice but to pay attention to everything.
And did you notice, like, over the last, well, let's see, I guess say 20, because my kids are, around the age. So, like, when I was raising my kids, they couldn't just sit in front of the TV. I just didn't give them a phone so they could just go on YouTube and just watch whatever, or I just didn't throw them in front of the TV and throw a DVD in. Back then we had DVDs. So I didn't throw a DVD in or a tape in, just told them just to sit in front of TV. Now we got YouTube and all this other stuff real quick, so they could just pop on any video and just throw their kids in front of it. And no one's doing anything with these kids. And everybody now for the last, 15 years have been grown up on the internet. Like, you ain't even learning nothing. Y'all just out here watching everybody else. This is why don't nobody want to go to work. This is why there are no one at facilities to take care of the things that we as consumers need to be done. And this is the reason why they are going and have and been and will continue to get rid of the regular jobs and put those jobs with the AIs, with the computers.
Oh
Because
my goodness.
everybody now just want to be on social media. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be an actress, a comedian, a model, a whore. Okay. Everybody wants the easy money out here because they done put it out there that this is where the money at. The money is out there in cyberspace. The money, because there is no real tangible money. No one makes any money anymore. This money is all digital, and no one wants to put in hard work. The hard work is going to come, and it ain't even hard work. It's just regular work. It's just regular shit. Coming to the counter to get taken care of. How you doing today? May I help you? You don't get that. You just,
It
and I'm
is so
supposed to be,
funny.
can I get, like, what
It's
happened to
so
customer
funny
service?
that you just
Go ahead.
transformed into AI, because we was having this conversation. We had these conversations at work every morning. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, white guys, everybody tunes into the podcast. They watch it later on, and the topics be just the same. And this morning, we're talking about AI, talking about the McDonald's that has no workers, but 2 workers in there, and the order was right.
Right.
At one, they had the people in it and it was taking too long. and so forth. But the automated one, everything was right. No
It's so
complaints.
weird. Oh my God. No one can, I don't know about nobody. I'm gonna just speak on my own self, but it seems like I can't get shit done. Like I only have like a couple of errands to run or whatever, and then so I can go on my day. Say like if I gotta get up and I gotta run to the bank, you know, and whatever, real quick, bank run and mosey on with my day. It's been several times that I pull up to the bank. I'm the only one at the bank in the line in the drive-through, and I pull up just to get one transaction done. This has happened to me 3 times. I done been in that drive-through and it's only me, 45 minutes to get a cashier's check.
45
What if
minutes.
I had to be at work, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, go pick up my child from daycare, or I'm on a tight schedule because
What?
everybody you have to make a schedule and you have to be there on time, and everybody wants you to be on time, and you have to abide by the rules of the world and society. But the world and society don't abide by their own rules to you as a human and as a consumer, and you know what I'm saying, as a civilian out here, like the same rules don't apply when it comes back on us. We got for hairdressers, we make a hairdresser appointment. Bitch wants you to be there, put down a deposit, and you got to be there on time. But let that bitch be late or don't show up. You don't get your deposit back. She don't apologize to you. Or and then if you go off on her, or you just voice what happened to you and your situation about, I booked my appointment with Miss Sandy D, and she did this. Then just because this is the way the world works, and everybody jumping online, telling whatever it is they got to tell, and then you telling your story, this bitch gonna come out. These motherfuckers out here are so rude. People don't deserve their own business. They don't know how to act. At one point in time, I was trying to be out here supporting the Black people, but after Corona and shit, motherfucker, they act, everybody act like they are so motherfucking entitled to everything, like everything. It doesn't make any sense.
That segues into what we was talking about last week about single mothers and being the worst parents ever. But tying that in what you just said to relationships and Black folks, uh, I don't know if that could ever be repaired as far as the relationship between Black men and Black women, because from just social media and listening and watching people's posts, women's posts, and men posts too. Um, these women out here have the game twisted with this I ain't 50-50 and this, that, and the third. It ain't your grandma and your mama back in the day and blah, 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 blah. And Kevin
We got
Samuel.
them women right there. They ain't been raised right. Let's just like, okay, first of all, because I wasn't.
And it's not a woman bashing thing either. I don't want them to get that either, because not
No,
all women are like that. Like
no, it's not
Nicole.
a fashion thing. It's a everybody problem. Okay, it's not men and it's not just women. It's everybody. Okay, because when y'all was having that discussion last week or whatever, a piece of me wanted to call in so bad. I'm like, I'm about to tune in, but I
You
was
should
like,
have.
it's okay. It's okay. I was nah, it's all good. But look, one of the things, because I let my daughter watch it too, because you know what I'm saying, one, I'm you was a single mom, okay, yeah, house father. Um, what I was expecting out of, you know, a family is 50-50. I mean, what I give, you give. I mean, I don't understand why. Oh, snap. Hello?
Hello, I see you still, but there we go.
Okay, there it went. That was weird. My bad. Um, I don't understand where the 50-50 went. Okay. I'm gonna just keep talking. I don't know. It must be something that's going on with y'all thing. Um, you saying that nowadays people are like, what's a 50-50? Fuck that. Da, 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 da. First of all, I think it should be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? It should be like, I mean, it's two people coming together as one. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take care of a family, a child, or a home, or a situation, or whatever. Why wouldn't it be 50-50? Why would one person bring more to the table than the other? That doesn't make any sense to me from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Unless the person, whomever it may be, the man or the woman, if they are the ones who bring in the more percentage, and if they're okay with that because they're in the position to be able to do that and want to do that for their other half, then so be it. Let that be. But for anyone going into a relationship or whatever, and you expect the person to take on more percentage than anything, if you expect that person to take on more percentage than you got another thing coming. Like, why would you expect someone? Well, what are you doing for this person to expect that person to bring more to the table than you? And why you ain't got nothing to the table to bring? Because I'm definitely no more ever again trying to bring someone into my life or whatever that ain't got none of the shit at all that I got. No,
That's smart.
gonna happen.
That's not going to happen. I definitely can dig that. A bunch of vagabonds, homosexuals. We call them homosexuals. They hobos. They sleep with women to have a place to stay. It's a lot of that going on. But that mentality right there is some made up social media influence or not been raised right, like you said, thinking. Because first of all, back in the day, like they said, the men took care of this and everything. This, that, and the things has changed. Times have changed. Jobs have changed. You know, they're putting their foot on a lot of people. So two income is very indeed needed and welcome. Not saying you can't be single and make it and do your thing by yourself,
Out
but if
here,
you're
there's no way that you could be able to survive on one income unless that person is really out here doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? They make it. So this was crazy because it's a lot of different people that are going through hella real ass shit. Okay. And for one, they're making it to where there has to be more than one person in the household so y'all could even have a home. Like, they're making it to where you can't even live unless you're making 3.5 times the rent. Rent
yes,
already
rent
like
and rent
1,500.
going. Oh man, my rent went up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Rent
gosh.
is up. Everything's going up, and they're making it to where you can't even survive out here. Gas is up, food is up, rent is up, but they ain't bringing up the price of the wages. So how
No,
we supposed
exactly. So why do women have this mentality like that? You know, that
social media?
that's
Social
that
media
that
fucked everybody's brain up. For social media done fucked everything up. People
it
don't.
be old women though. It be old women, old women, older women, older women with that same mentality. That's why people got so mad at Kevin Samuels, because you can sit here and play this stuff out, and it's not just with women, but women are it. You should be able to sift through a goofy nigga. And I know a lot of times women deal with their hearts and so forth, but it is women out here that are really, really tripping like, girl, do you see what you look like? And I'm not being judgmental. I'm not being judgmental. You have the mentality and you want these expectations from somebody, and they got to do this and got to be this and blah da 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 and blah da 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 and blah da da da. And girl, Girl.
Right. I'll be saying the same thing. Like, listen, okay, so one, I'll be like, listen, okay, I don't care. But it'd be funny to me because I'm blah 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 years old. And I'm like, you know what? I don't understand how these girls be out here just doing this and that or whatever and being able to get whatever they can
Hey,
get.
your
Yeah.
phone is ringing. Pick up your
Uh-oh.
phone.
Oh, we got a caller.
Okay.
Caller, who's on the line?
What's
Hello?
up? You know who this is, Grizz. This your other
Oh,
half.
oh, damn. He's back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give
Yeah.
Mr. Grease a round of applause. Can we get a round of applause for Grease? He's back at it. We must be
You know
touching on
all I'm
something.
gonna
But
do
we
is
was just
just
talking
make
about these women, man, and Kevin Samuel was right. But I don't also I blame the women, but I blame them for not being able to sift through the bullshit that these men be running game on them with all the time. The ones that do open their hearts up and the nigga just ain't right, but it's a lot of women that just ain't right, man. It's too much twerking going on. There's too much shit going on. Like, girl, you look like Humpty Dumpty.
Ah,
You're going to, and I might look like Humpty Dumpty too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, hey man, we got to get out of that man frame. I'm stuck on Humpty Dumpty. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, you look like Shabba-Doo.
Here he go. Here he go.
Grizz. And the young lady you have on the show, she spin out nothing but facts. But
That's my
like I
co-host.
said,
That's Miss Nikki Baby.
oh, that's sweet Nikki.
Yeah. She was
Sweet
taking a
Nikki.
little
Hey, you found one?
hiatus for a minute. She popping in, back in
Yeah.
and out. The other ones too. It's supposed to be
Right.
6.
Well,
If it was
with
polygamy,
y'all,
I have 6. No, we have 7. That's a godly number.
right. But I wanted to touch on what she was saying, and you, Grizz, as well, about the twerking. And once again, we're going to bring the critical thinking. I tell everybody, especially my black people, we can never forget about critical thinking because that's what the whites did for us. And that's why we where we at now, because they critical thought about how they should enslave us, abuse us mentally, physically, but that's neither here or there. That's already known. But who gives us these young women role models? Like, who are our role models for real? That's the critical thinking. These female celebrities and rappers who, what they do, all they rap about is sucking and fucking and getting a Gucci bag and twerking. What these young girls gonna grow up and want to do? No other genre of music promotes that. White people's heroes aren't Shania Twain or Katy Perry. You get what I'm saying? But our heroes are Will Smith, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Y'all
Right.
comprehend where I'm coming from? All
Yeah,
this in social media, and where social media fits in is that's just the icing on the cake to expose and broadcast even more all this twerking, all these hood fights and shootings and shit.
the idiocracy.
That's the critical thinking. That's the critical thinking of it. Who gives
But
us
see,
blacks to the will to want to think and act this way? What promotes it?
well,
The black
I'm telling
celebrities
you,
think
it
this
must
way.
got to be a goddamn spell on black folks. It's got to be voodoo, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Satanism for real. It's got to be voodoo being placed on black folks that they can't see the spells that we being attacked under, have been attacked under
No,
for decades, and
that
that's real. That's real spiel to me.
it could be just that, but also it's got to do, like I said, one, it has to do with the way people was raised. These kids from 15 and 20 years before them that's done grown up. That's my kids' age now, but my kids ain't in with that because I taught them differently. But and I know this because my kids was telling me about the kids as she was growing up. So I know for a fact, but I'm just saying, one, it was social media. Two, it was the way that the people was raised. They wasn't raised right. They was raised not focused on what they should have been focused on. They didn't have the guidance. So you have all these loose goose brain motherfuckers out here that's
loose goose brain.
Yeah. Yes. So all this loose, so their brain is able to you're able to manipulate and do whatever. So then social media came out and it seemed like gold, diamond. Everybody was like, oh my God, I can do this and I can do that. And everybody jumped on it. And then they threw their kids in front of it like it wasn't no like you didn't have to worry about it. Like nothing was going to happen. Like nothing bad was going to happen. Then you think that there was going to be consequences to this, and y'all didn't think possible that something bad could come of this. It's not all good. Do you understand? It's not all good. So they broke and tore them down, and all these people are so retarded. I'm sorry. I'm they're slow. They're retarded. They don't know what really to pay attention to, what's real substance that'll help us as women, as men, as mothers, as fathers, as whatever type of job we have, with whatever title you have behind that. In a Black community, none of the stuff that's going on right now that I can see is bringing us together. Everything is tearing us apart. We ain't doing nothing but beating each other up, talking shit about everybody. You're not trying to help the problem. Like Grizz said earlier, what if we had a solution? What's the answer to the problem? Even if the motherfucker did have an answer to the problem, who's to say that these stupid motherfuckers are going to listen and follow it?
That's very true. Very well said.
What can you say after that? I'm definitely going to cut that up and make that a reel.
Well, she's making the point. Grizz, what the solution? You know what I always said the solution, because I'll be on Grizz. What she talking about? This is what I said. First of all, for our Black people, number one, if we're a healthy race, we're not trying to kill each other. That's part of it too. The way you eat, you can't survive on fast foods and expect to act like a god or act like a humble person. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of it is the food that we eat. That's a big reason why we are acting the way we acting. But that's another story, a topic for another day. But to the point of it, like you were saying, Grizz, and like the young lady was saying, if there was a solution, I believe her. I think it's what they did to us, they meant it, because it's no changing.
Ain't no coming back, is it?
Yeah, no, it's no coming back. I hate to say it because I love my folks. Don, you know that. I hate to say it, but unless they put on a big screen and give us the real truth about who we really are in this world, I don't even think that would change. They have to come clean. They have to come clean and tell the world the truth. Jesus is love.
Well, wait a minute. One, the truth is actually out there, but the people don't want to believe the truth and stuff. So they want to try to mask it and try to act like it's okay and try to brush it off and da-da-da-da-da-da. So the truth is actually out there. Some people just don't want to believe it. And also they don't want to believe that the truth that happened to us and stuff is actually the reason why we are how we are. You know what I'm saying? The truth is deep down in us. We don't know why, because that's another reason. Like what you said with the food, that's one thing. Okay, that's why, so you have to watch what you consume, everything, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, anything that you put into your body, you have to watch it. Your body is a temple, so you need to make sure that what you put into it, everything is holy in everything. Your food, what you hear, what you watch, and what comes out of your mouth, what you say. Okay, all that plays a part into your whole being. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're saying. People don't understand the themselves, and I'm just getting to myself. What you're saying for me personally, like the change as far as food, as far as drinking. I could tell people 50 million times to go to the root store to go get this or go get this or go talk to somebody and tell them the ailments. I have stories that have worked for me that's going wrong right now. I'm losing weight drinking this alkaline water. I drink more alkaline water. That's what I drink all day, every day. Now I might
Me
spurge and
too.
drink me a little tea here and mix it with some water, alkaline water, to unsweeten it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm seeing it change, like in myself. Like, wow, you know.
And
So
that sea moss part
you
too, and
you
that
was right.
elderberry and ginger.
What you say?
That sea moss and that elderberry slash ginger. We all need to
Oh
be
yeah,
on that. We'll be
yeah.
thinking
I
clear.
get my sea moss from Marquise, the producer. Y'all check him out. Or you can go to the root store, like I said, on Galbraith and Reading, and he sells them in there, or you can contact him. He has it. And that, the ginger, I have all of that, man. The turmeric, however you want to say it, the turmeric, all of that. I recently went to go get my glasses, right? And I made a video about it, and I'm gonna be real quick about it. But I had high blood pressure, beginning of high blood pressure, and the beginning of diabetes. My sugar, that's what I'll tell you about. And long story short, uh, the lady read my eyes, and I don't know if y'all know anything about. They call iris readers. They read the retina. So when I went to LensCrafter, now they have a machine that scans your eyeballs. Boom. So the lady said before she got started that she would be able to tell if I had high blood pressure or if I had diabetes or if I had some other type of disease affecting my body. And the main two things was blood pressure and diabetes. So she's pulling out my eyes and she's going through my veins and this, that, and the third, telling me that I there's no signs of none of that. At this vein pointing at this, that, and the third. What she did say, and everybody need to know, is if you look at our eyes, one eye is jacked up, and that eye is probably the eye you've been rubbing the most. And it's called a C. So she asked me, do you rub your eyes a lot? And I'm rubbing my eyes and I'm telling her, no, that shit was funny as hell. I'm like, no. She had to crack up laugh like, yeah, you're rubbing your eye now. But back to what y'all was saying about eating good and your body. This is true, but with these Negroes, it's a lost cause, man. It's a lost cause. But quickly, did y'all get a chance to watch the Monique special? Her special?
I did.
No,
You did? You didn't?
I didn't
Well,
get a
you probably
chance to.
yeah. Well, you're in a conversation now, so you're gonna have to hear about it. But hey, man, for her to do that special, I like Monique, man. I think Monique is funny. I think Monique is real. I think she look too real. I think she still got some issues. Calling that nigga daddy and all that bullshit, that go back to some other mental shit that you was talking about earlier, Nikki. So but that's personal. That's on the outside looking in. But for her to fight and fuss and do what she did to get Netflix and to get back to Netflix and make them people pay her. I don't know if they what they paid her worth. She ain't discussed it, but she's doing it special. My point is, girl, I don't know why you didn't come out and kick ass with this special. This Monique that I saw was mediocre at best. And I love me some Monique, man. The slow story in the beginning and all that, man. I got a couple chuckles. I was like, man, I expected more from Monique for real. I expected her to blow the damn doors off the stage. That's what I expected. She said nigga and mother effer so many times.
Okay. I could wait. Okay. So right. Okay, my bad. Okay, so look, listen. All right. I got the text message and you was like, we're gonna talk about Monique. I'm like, all right, let me watch this real quick. I was laying down. It was only like an hour, 10 minutes or whatever. It was real quick. So I was like, all right, let me watch this. Whatever. So right at the beginning, the first thing that I saw was I have to give it to her. She looks nice. She really looks pretty. Love her hair.
She did look good. Gray hair, salt, pepper. Let's give it up for it. Can we get a round of applause for it? We love her.
She looked really, really, really nice. Now, right after that, okay, the initial beginning of the comedy show, that is the exact thing that I thought. I said, if this bitch don't stop fucking, she gonna make me turn it off. Like I almost turned it off because she said nigga and motherfucker every other word. Like, I swear. And I was like, okay, I thought I cussed a lot, like back in the day, because I did stop because I had a potty mouth. Okay, like I was cussing something up a storm. But after it, she got to like the middle part, I kind of understood because she kind of let up off of motherfucker nigga. I mean, she still was saying it, but by the middle and how she was trying to tell her story where she came from, I kind of understand why she cussed so much. You understand? Like, I get it. Like, how she was where she was raised, I kind of get it.
Hey, man, now it's funny that her telling about her being slow wasn't funny. But now that you're talking about, you get it, and now I'm rewatching like, bitch, you is slow, yo.
Hey, I gotta let me add to that real fast about Monique, and everything was said that you two were saying was correct. I love Monique too, even back in the days with Professor Ogilvy. Now let me quit.
Yes, give a round of applause for her, Professor Ogilvy. Yes.
Well, don't forget, you all, while y'all giving Monique praise, just like everybody give Biggie and Tupac praise, don't forget Monique sat on that casting couch. Don't forget Monique was an Oscar winner. Don't forget she partied in the mansion parties. Don't forget Monique was down with the so-called get along gang. Now, what went wrong? She was saying it when she was going at Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, but she was saying it in so many words. Remember, the ones that really go in, where they at now? So while we giving Monique praise, that's the critical thinking I always bring to everything. Don't forget, Monique sat at the same tables as them elites that we talk about too.
Yep, you're right. And she had to make whatever decisions that she wanted to make about whatever. I mean, everybody.
I love Monique, but yeah, we love Tupac, but don't forget, he sat in on them casting couches. That's why he was where he was at. Same with Monique. You don't win an Oscar without going to those little mansion parties now, and Lord knows doing what. We probably have heard from people. But
Yeah.
Quick, did
You know that's
catch? Talking about Monique, real quick. Did anybody catch The Reading?
No, what is that?
That's Monique in it.
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. What is that on?
what's the movie
Check
about?
that movie.
I mean, somebody did say something about it, and I mean, what is it on? That's why I couldn't remember what it come on Netflix or no, it ain't on Netflix. What is it?
Got where it's at. Just watch it. Just look it up. The Reading. It's really, really good.
Oh yeah, I
Honestly,
saw that.
huh?
Yeah, I saw that movie. Monique, woo, she
Right.
might get another Grammy. I mean, not a Grammy, an Oscar.
Just watch that. She really did a dynamic job. Okay, in that movie. Like, I mean, her acting. I really liked Monique before, you know what I'm saying, and all her little, the movies that she played, even in was that Precious and stuff like that, you know. And I did like Professor Ogilvy, Miss Nikki Parker, her character on the Parkers was really funny and everything like that. But she's a really good actress. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, like that performance in The Reading. And I was waiting on that movie to come out. And when I finally watched that, I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "I ain't telling nobody what is like. I can't even tell you bits and pieces of the movie. You gonna have to watch it yourself. I can't tell you."
It's a good
That's
movie.
what's up. All right, Mr.
Yep.
Breeze.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, I'm looking for first. I want to find a polygamist or somebody, man. If you know anybody, I want them to be on the show. I want
Why
to.
you gonna ask me that?
I don't know. You might know. Nikki too. Shoot, Andrew too. The production too. I want one of them to be on the show, man. They always get scared to come on the show, man. And I'll be in the groups. I'm not looking for nobody. I'll be specifically in the group. My wife ain't on that shit. I specifically want to interview either somebody that's been in one or somebody that's in one. And the reason why is because there's two sides to every coin. Every story is two sides. You have women that are being left with kids when these niggas up and gone and did what they did and leaving these women with these kids. It's a lot of questions I want to ask, and not judgmental questions because people want to know. That's one. So if anybody's out there that's a polygamist that's watching, we want to hear from you. So I'm gonna make a reel about this shit too, so they can do that too. And another thing that I'm looking for out here that we looking for is a survivalist. I want somebody that's preparing or prepared for the meltdown, the crash. And you could be black, you could be white. I don't give a damn. You could be Chinese, whatever. Human thing right here. So that's what I'm looking for because I think we don't have a solution as far as unity and being on one page, this, that, and the third, and we can always expose this and expose these people for this and how they influencing us and doing this and doing that. But there's always I want to have answer, a solution that we could put out there. And like Nikki say, they probably too damn dumb to even pick up on it, but at least we put it out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant with that. Can I get a round of applause for that? There you go. There you go. But yeah, that's what I'm on, man. And I hope everybody else is on that too, because we get on the same topics and regurgitate the same thing, say it different, add something new to what's happening in the next week and the week above, and so forth. So I would like for us to be informative and expose those people too, but being more informative with solutions and so forth, like relationships and things. But I'm not going to talk your head off. We didn't get good today. I enjoyed myself. Thank you, Miss Nikki, baby, for joining me. Yes. And thank you, Howard. Howard. Okay, Howard. Mr. Breeze. Yes.
You can,
Mr. Breeze.
call me Howard. Yeah, call me Howard. You know, they may be listening in on us.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you calling all the time, brother. Part of the conversation. We need that critical thinking. Now, if we can get the outside people to watch to do critical thinking, and we might be on to something. You know what I'm saying? You know what? So
Hey,
next week I'm
I
trying to
think
have
people do out.
I said again, Tonio Armani on the show, man. Y'all look him up, man. He's doing this thing, Southern brother, and got God in him. It's going to pop. But until the meantime and next time, we about to get out of here. And like we say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb. We out of here.
Be out.
We out.
Yo, great show.
That's what's up. Appreciate you.
Right.
Hey. Bitch, you know I'm smoking Cuddy blunts. You know the rest are full of them runs.
Let's go.
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Grizz Biz My 2 Cents.